these are the funniest moments in NFL history.
Is it a dildo? It's a dildo!
And first up, we got Matt Hasselbeck making a hilarious coin toss call. Because when the ref flipped the coin, the ball went to the Seahawks. But instead of saying whether they wanted the kick or receive, Matt went,
We want the ball, we're gonna score.
Wow, man.
And technically, he was right. He did throw the game-winning touchdown, just not for the right team. That's gotta be the most embarrassing call I've ever seen. But honestly, he was just a little too overconfident. Just like this Dolphins lineman. Because when he recovered a fumble, he thought running it was gonna be a breeze. Until he got straight up helicoptered.
Boltman by Newhouse, and then Newhouse loses the ball.
I'm surprised that didn't register on the Richter scale. But Chris Jones went down even harder in the NFL Combine, and he wasn't even tackled. He just decided to go balls out on the 40-yard dash.
He's almost 6'6", 310. He's a little high hipped. You can see how long-legged he is. He's a little stiff in the hips, but boy, is he stout again. Ooh, that hurt. Well, he's laughing.
Dude was so worried about kids seeing, he risked never having his own kids. But when he does, I know the first thing he'll do is show them Mark Sanchez's funniest moments. Because Mark Sanchez is a legit human blooper reel. And it all started in 2015. Because when he should have been studying plays on the sideline, he was caught sucking down glizzies instead.
Mark Sanchez is trying his best to hide a hot dog and eat it.
Dude was trying to hide that thing like it was a vape. But his funniest moment isn't being a glizzy gobbler or flinching under zero pressure. It's his iconic, one-of-a-kind, unrepeatable butt fumble. Mark took the snap and tried to run up a crack in the line. Instead, he ran straight into his own teammate's crack, fumbled the ball, and the Patriots ran it in for a touchdown. You really can't get a better summary of the Jets than that. And you can't get a better summary of the Browns than Johnny Manziel. Because instead of throwing passes, he was throwing money down the drain. See, it was the final week of the Browns' 2015 season. QB Johnny Manziel was on IR from a concussion, and the team wasn't doing so hot either, with a 3-13 record.
I'm exhausted from getting hit from every angle. It's just a little bit exhausting just trying to live normal life. You go to the grocery store, you wake up the next day, you're on TMZ for buying a bottle of wine.
But instead of resting up, he decided to take a night off by taking a Vegas day trip.
You know, I was kind of like Rodman. I need a break, but it's week 15. I need a break.
Bro was not like Dennis Rodman. Rodman had 2 rings before flying off the rails, whereas Johnny Football over here had a mugshot before he even had a winning record. But the team was already a dumpster fire, so who even cared if he went to Vegas? Not like they were gonna win anyway. And to be honest, the idea doesn't sound so bad. He planned to fly into Vegas Saturday, party, fly back that night, and make it to Sunday's game like nothing happened. But he knew he was gonna get recognized, so he bought a genius disguise. A hat and a hoodie. Bro really thought he was slick with that. As you can imagine, it did not go as planned.
I sat down at a blackjack table, had a hat like way down, and then didn't even make it maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and somebody recognized me, and I was like, fuck.
Dude had barely just stepped off the plane and got recognized. So he ended up buying a full wig, mustache, and sunglasses to make the disguise legit. But when he went out that night, things only got worse. Because this dumbass used his own credit card to pay. And nothing says undercover like a visa with Johnny Manziel of the Cleveland Browns in bold. So his genius idea to play it off?
Initially, I think that first person that like spotted me at that blackjack table like sent a tweet out, kind of started to go a little viral. That night, I think like posted a picture with my dog and with a geotag in Cleveland.
Bruh, at that point, just take the L. I mean, at least he was already used to that. And if Manziel's hangover trip made you laugh, we got 30 moments that are even funnier coming up. Like Joe Buck's reaction after Randy Moss fake mooned the crowd.
On the route, and Randy Moss, without even really being able to run as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss. And it's unfortunate that we had that on our air live. That is disgusting by Randy Moss.
Well, Joe's out here acting like Moss just committed a war crime. I can't even imagine what his reaction would be if he saw what happened on this play, when Derrick Henry got caught with his pants down. Gotta love how they don't even try to blur it. That cameraman wasn't about to cut away anytime soon. But the camera should have cut away when the Jaguars introduced their new coach, Liam Cohen. I mean, he seems like a nice guy, and his introductory speech actually went pretty well. But then, he decided to give Jacksonville an attempt at the classic Duval chant. Duval. And the crowd goes mild. You know he thought that was going to be a viral moment, and it was, just for all the wrong reasons.
Did you have any idea, as the Duval was coming out, that it was going to become a thing?
Not at all. By nature, everybody's got a different cadence. I'm learning that cadence.
I love it.
And I'm excited about kind of getting some of that moving forward.
You ready to? You want to do another one? You want to try to
I'm all good.
balance out?
Poor guy was having Vietnam flashbacks when I asked him to do it again. But one Rams player is going to have flashbacks for the rest of his life. See, the punter never sees any action. So the Rams punter tried to have some fun with some Seahawks players.
You see him take a shot here, Cliff Averill.
But Cliff Averill was not in the mood. So they just bullied him into submission.
He's going to avoid any kind of penalty.
Kicker got caught lacking with those moves. But this Steelers kicker tried an even crazier move to save the game. And this has got to be the funniest kick of all time. Just watch.
Ravens respond. That thing went half a yard, then he just drills it down the field. That was bad.
The Steelers straight up subbed in Charlie Brown. Big Ben looked like he was about to retire after seeing that move. That kicker will always be known for one of the worst decisions ever. While Bill Belichick is known for some of the greatest decisions in football history, but easily his greatest decision ever? Giving Larry Izzo the game ball for somehow taking a dump on the sideline without anyone noticing. This is also probably the most impressive moment of Larry Izzo's career, but not nearly as impressive as Ocho Cinco's trash-talking game. Because Ocho Cinco didn't just have funny moments, he was a legit comedian.
3 things in life that's certain: death, taxes, and 85 will always be over.
I know you can't cover. You too pretty. Right there, number 2. You too pretty. I ain't wearing no underwear today. I ain't gonna wear no underwear. That's it. You ain't gonna wear no underwear. You ain't gonna wear no underwear. That's good, because I'm coming up here.
And that's nothing compared to what he did before playing a team. Because he would send the entire opposing secondary bottles of Pepto-Bismol before a game.
You see this?
Wow.
So you sent them boys
Yeah, bottles of Pepto.
You do stuff like that, though.
He even had a cornerback hit list that he'd post on TV.
As we can see, we have 2 fallen victims already.
Basically calling shots like Babe Ruth, just way, way pettier. And to back it all up, Ocho was literally him. The guy would literally tell cornerbacks his routes before the snap and still dust them. Bro literally mastered rage baiting. Meanwhile, Jameis Winston couldn't even master a pregame speech. Because if you're gonna make a team speech before a game, it better be hype, inspirational, and get the team fired up for battle. And Jameis Winston definitely knew that. But the way he went about it was, well, let's just say it's not surprising they lost after this.
Let's go. That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight? Yeah, come in. That's all I want.
Thank God his boy came in to save him at the end. But no one could save Taron Johnson from his NFL Combine performance. Because even though he's got one of the best plays of all time,
Jackson fires, and that will be intercepted in the end zone by Johnson. Taron Johnson. And only Jackson can stop him now. Too late to the end zone. Touchdown.
when was he first in the Combine? Well, he became the first player ever to catch a pass with his head.
They bring pressures. So you
Honestly, I'm surprised the Browns didn't sign him immediately after this dropped. But even though the entire Browns team is a meme, Giants QB Daniel Jones was the biggest joke of their franchise. Because while some QBs are known for passing, Jones was known for running the ball. Well, in his case, he's known for the funniest QB run ever. Because while the Giants were down 7-10, he tried to take the ball and run it around the outside. And what followed next was almost the greatest QB run of all time. Because he starts stumbling, then gets fully tackled by himself. It was like his controller straight up disconnected mid-play. But Tom Brady's time as a receiver had his brain just shutting off. And I don't know who convinced him he'd be good as a receiver, but they were definitely laughing their asses off after this.
He is going to throw it to Brady. Oh, Brady steps in his touchdown by Tariq Woolen. Oh, my goodness gracious.
There must have been too much air in that ball, but somehow, that wasn't even the worst one.
Flip back here to Danny Amendola, who throws, and it's Brady who can.
Tom's lucky he's the GOAT. Any other player would be getting their entire career defined by those fails. But nobody in NFL history has a pair of fails as funny as Leon Letts. And his first one came in the one game you don't want to mess up in, the Super Bowl. See, in 1993, the Cowboys were crushing the Bills in the Super Bowl. So when the Bills fumbled the ball, Leon Letts scooped it up and turned towards the end zone. The sight of a 6'6", 300-pound lineman just stampeding a fumble recovery in is funny enough. But Leon got a little cocky, and inches before scoring, he holds the ball out to the side, and Bills wideout Don Beebe strips it away. Leon literally could not have been closer to scoring and fumbles the fumble. So even though the Cowboys won in a blowout, the only thing anyone remembers is Big Boy Leon ruining what could have been the play of his life. And if that wasn't enough, he did it again on Thanksgiving Day of the same year. The Cowboys had just blocked a game-winning field goal from the Dolphins, and it fell to the ground. Now, all they had to do was just let the damn thing sit, but old Leon had other plans. He sprints to the ball, slides on the icy turf like an elephant, and accidentally knocks the thing forward. So, the ball goes back to the Dolphins, and they kick the field goal again and win. Seriously, what was he thinking? But what's funnier than a fridge on roller skates? Whatever this ref was thinking when he made the funniest call ever. See, in the 1988 college game between Maryland and NC State, NC's QB got taken to the ground by Maryland's linebacker and just started beating the guy up. But honestly, that wasn't even the part anyone remembers, because when the ref stepped up to the mic, he went way off script.
After he tackled the quarterback, he's giving them business down there. That's a 15-yard penalty. Giving him the business.
He was doing what now? Bro must have spent too much time in the hub the night before. But Kirk Cousins has never even heard of the hub. And that's because he's very Christian. Like his dad was a pastor-type Christian. So he rarely drinks and doesn't really party like the rest of the players. Normally, the farthest he goes is hyping up the team.
No individuals, man. I love this team. Let's keep doing it, man. Let's go. Let's go. You like that on 3, 1, 2, 3. You like it.
But when they beat the Commanders, this dude was ready to turn water into wine. And on the flight home, his teammates got the funniest fit of Kirk dancing. That wasn't Cousins anymore. That was Kirk Thuggins. Dude had more chains on his neck than Brady's got rings. But Vince Wilfork showed up to training camp in something way funnier, because this is one of the goofiest fits of all time. Bro really used his free will to the max. But Marshawn Lynch's entire career is just a series of maxing out his free will. Like when he just started tearing out the floor on the sidelines of a Jets game. And this one guy got an entire stadium moving with him.
You are looking live at Marshawn Lynch dancing to the music during the timeout, and the crowd has gone absolutely wild.
Honestly, at first, everyone probably thought it was a seizure the way he was moving. But Beast Mode doesn't care what people think, especially when it involves the press. Because he sat down with reporters for post-games and basically just did an Usher impression the whole time.
How does that defense compare to others that you've seen this year?
Yeah.
How important was it to you?
Yeah.
How does your back feel, Marshawn?
Yeah.
Man, what a well-spoken guy. But occasionally, he actually does say a full sentence, and then says it again and again and again.
I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Just here so I won't get fined. And I'm just here so I won't get fined.
And if you're wondering why he wouldn't answer any questions, it was because he was just there so he wouldn't get fined. But the best part? His no fucks given energy ain't new. Back in college, Marshawn stole an injury cart and was whipping that thing across the field like he was in a GTA heist.
Across the field.
Dude was having the time of his life. But not every player can handle that type of fun. Because when Mike Daniels got up after a tackle, he was absolutely lit. Maybe a little too lit. Because he just straight up pissed himself. And then he tries to play it off like he sweats a lot.
Stop the cap.
But honestly, no one could have saved this Giants player from getting absolutely domed.
And you see, right at Tyrone, no wonder it hit him right in the face. That was...
Bro had 5 business days to dodge that. But if that's the funniest penalty of all time, the Colts had the funniest play of all time. Cause what in the hell is this?
Is behind him, and
You got a guy on either side of him. What are you doing here? They don't even try to run a play.
That stadium was probably dead silent for the rest of the game. But you know who's never silent? Jason Kelce. Because when Travis scored a touchdown, Jason let out enough energy to power Philly for a week.
wide open. Kelce has the touchdown. Oh, there's his brother. Says right on. That's Jason.
You cannot get any more Philly than that. And can't get any more East Coast than Bob Wiley. Because he's got one of the funniest coach moments ever. But you can't even give it to him. You got to give it to his stomach.
Sit head. Sit head. Sit head. Sit head. Sit head.
When you do it, it really comes from your belly.
That's better. Sit head.
And it's coming from deep down inside.
Dude's torso for real has its own snap count. And until the NFL caught it on camera, he didn't even know he was doing it.
This wasn't just this training camp. I've been doing that for, 20 years.
But now that he knows, he's a pro. And if you want to try it at home, he's even using his coaching skills to teach it.
It can't be set hot. It can't be a timid, you know what I mean? One of those think about things.
So, if you ever want to look like you're getting a hernia in real time, now you know the trick. But one time, Ocho Cinco tried to pull off the oldest trick in the book. Because when the Bengals were beating the Ravens in 2009, Ocho wanted to make sure they stuck the landing. So, he tried to bribe the ref with an unbelievable amount.
There he had $1 in his hand as if he said, "Oh, I bet you $1 that that's a completed pass." Either that, he was going to pay off the official.
Even though it's obviously a joke, it went way over the heads of the NFL execs. So Ocho got fined $20,000 for that stunt. I would have crashed out like crazy, but not anywhere near as crazy as this Bills coach. Because even though the Bills players were chilling after losing to the Dolphins, the offensive coordinator had the crash out of his life.
They run out of time in the end, and the offensive coordinator, Dorsey.
Bro literally threw a full-on toddler tantrum. And speaking of toddlers, you won't believe how the Broncos haze their youngest players. Because they get their rookies some of the funniest haircuts you'll ever see.
Can't wear shades though. He said, "Well, I don't got shades." Look.
Man, I wouldn't be caught dead with some of those. But one of their funniest ones was back in 2010 on Tim Tebow. Because Tim Tebow is known for being ultra-religious, so they made him embrace it.
The Bronco newbies had their heads redecorated with wacky haircuts before their workout yesterday.
They had him looking like he was about to preach the gospel of John Elway. And that's probably a real thing, because some people absolutely worship NFL players. Like this poor kid who met his idol, Von Miller. And he was acting like Christmas came early. Von Miller, on the other hand, he couldn't have cared less if he had tried.
Oh my God, Von Miller! Oh my God, my God, my God, man! Holy!
That's so messed up, but you just can't stop watching it. And I can't stop watching Colts head coach Jim Mora lose it after a loss. To be fair, they did get plummeted by the 49ers 40-21, but this dude went way off the rails.
I don't know. All I know is we threw 4 interceptions and fumbled once. 1 interception they returned for a touchdown. 3 others were in our end of the field where they scored points. That's all I know. That's inexcusable. Inexcusable.
The level of disgust this guy has with his own team will never not be funny. But the best part of the whole thing?
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
This man channeled every ounce of disappointed dad for that playoffs. And even though the Chiefs won their playoff game against the Bengals, it wasn't without Mahomes attempting the funniest pass of all time. Well, if you can even call it a pass.
Oh boy, and look at this. Hubbard falls on it. Slipped out of the hands of Mahomes.
Dude picked the wrong time to try the Dak Prescott special, because Dak throws more picks than completions at this point.
Loss of 13. Prescott hit. When he threw it, and it's intercepted.
Prescott fires. Oh, it's intercepted. Far side of the field. Prescott, it is picked off by Fred Warner.
So he had to start his training arc. And now, before every game, he's doing a very unique warm-up now.
God, look at his workout. This is what he does. He does not have to step into throws.
My man was out here hitting the old Johnny Sins. But it's not even the weirdest thing that's happened in the NFL. That would be what happened to Rex Ryan in 2010. And it wasn't him saying this.
Do we understand what the I want to see tomorrow? Let's go to eat a damn snack.
Or this.
I'm not a great leader, okay?
Yeah, Rex, we got that. His funniest moment came when leaked videos showed a couple who looked and sounded exactly like him and his wife doing foot fetish roleplay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I help you with anything?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just resting for a few minutes.
Oh, okay. There's no car trouble or anything?
No, none at all. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, you don't have to put your feet in. You can leave them out.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, oh yeah. Really beautiful feet. Is it okay to touch them again?
Sure.
Can I smell them?
Usually you'd probably skip this part, but it's so funny you just can't look away. And when these vids leaked, it was actually front page news. Literally everyone from the New York Post to Wes Welker was clowning on him.
And everybody's putting their best foot forward, and you can't just stick your toe in the water, you know, you got to jump right in. So, you know, you got your foot up in the air, want to go out there and just put your best foot forward. So he's a great player, he's got great feet, and being good little foot soldiers, and you definitely have to be on your toes and make sure that you're ready to go.
But Antonio Brown didn't need feet scandals to be comedic, because even before AB got his bell rung, he was already one of the funniest players in the NFL. Every touchdown from this dude was less about scoring and more about just seeing how crazy he could go, like when he twerked in the end zone, or when he made a legendary run and tried to pull a Magic Mike on the goalpost.
Touchdown.
But his craziest, funniest moment was on a kick return. The dude was wide open and easily could have scored, but at the last minute, he decided he wanted to entertain. So he's like, check this out, and just Superman kicks a random defender. Bro literally had a chance to score and threw it away for a meme. But Andy Reid memes got so big in one game, he started making money off of them. Because during a freezing playoff game, cameras zoomed in on Andy Reid, and what the lens found was actually wild. His mustache was literally frozen onto his face. It looked like someone sprayed him with a fire extinguisher. But the funniest part isn't even the look. It's the fact that it inspired a bakery to start selling Andy Reid mustache cakes. It's actually shocking that his first branding was with a bakery and not In-N-Out. Because the only thing Andy loves more than cake or football is cheeseburgers. Forget rings or trophies, this dude celebrates with a good old-fashioned bacon and cheese. He loves cheeseburgers so much, the Chiefs legit gifted him one.
It's a lie.
Hate the Chiefs all you want, but Andy Reid is just living every dude's dream, winning football games and munching on burgers.